Okay, good morning. So at this point we're looking at, okay, so we're at with the grade 8s, and we will be first revising all the grade 7 and 6 work. We will be using this textbook, okay, which is preparing for high school maths, okay. This will be the primary source of the worksheets for this term. I'm sure who have you seen this at primary school? Who have you worked with this book last year? None of you. It's actually a very nice book to familiarize yourselves with. It prepares you well for high school. Okay. So in chapter 1, we're looking at whole numbers. Okay. So this year chapter 1 is whole numbers on page 1. Okay, so make a note there. You guys can read through page 1. It will be sent to you later on. There it gives you definition of whole numbers. What is addition, and your building your word problems there. Subtraction, multiplication, and division. It gives you all the examples and your terminology and definitions and all that, and that's on page 1. Okay, you guys can read through that. It carries on page 2, your number systems there. The objectives of these skills. In skill 1, we're looking at the number system, which we will not be doing. That is writing numbers in Egyptian format. We don't need to know that. In Arabic, in Roman numerals and all of those things. Okay, it only deals with Roman numerals and ancient Egyptian numbers there. We'll be not worried about that. Okay, you won't be tested on that either. Whatever I teach you is what you'll be tested on. Okay, cover it. Look here. So we're going to go straight into skills 2. Okay. Doesn't let me know if I'm going too fast. Okay. In skills 2, we're looking at number, place, values. Okay. So this is what we call the diagnostic test part of it. So the diagnostic test is to test you if you understand what's happening, what you don't. Okay. So let's do a skills 2, number 1 quickly. It says write down the place value of each of these numbers. Okay, you guys know how to write place values, no? Alright, so do number 1 and 2 quickly. And then you must write these numbers in words. You can do that as well. Okay, so do that quickly. Yes, you may. Yes, miss? Looking for? A broom? Shouldn't be. Chicken? Yes? You got it right in front of you. Understand that again. So. Okay, guys, finish? We're still busy? Can I give you another minute? They're not going to be used now. Okay, so the first one, the place values are the following. You got 27,125. So it's going to be 125. 27,125. You all agree with that? The next one, it will be 500,000. Sorry. You're going to have a 6,000. That is 60,000. That is 8 hundreds, 9 tens, and 7 units. You all agree with that? Anybody that's confused at this point? Nobody. Then this is write these numbers in words. Just write these numbers in words. So let's look at the first one, number 3. What would that number be? 205,361. You all agree with that? Okay. The next one? 508,693. You all agree with that? Okay. Nobody wrote something different. For number 5? Okay, who got that answer? What did you get in front, Michael? No, you were the musical. Okay, now you see you're missing out. Okay, so let's look at this number here before we go into the next thing. What number is that? 5, okay? And now? 15. And now? 152. And now? 1,526. And now? You all agree with that? And now? 17,000 what? 7,000. Okay, so how do we read numbers basically? You must group it in groups of 3, starting from the right hand side. So there's your first 3, there's your next 3. Not so? So starting from the right, what number is this? 206. This here? 715. So it's going to be 715,206. You all understand? Okay. What about now? Okay, you all got that. You all understand, eh? And now? You all agree with that. Again, starting from the right, groups of 3. So that is 62, 152, and 79. 79,152,062. You all okay with that? See anybody that's confused? Okay. So go on to number 6, 7, and 8 quickly. The question says write a number for these words.
My apologies for the interruption. The following learners, if you hear your name, can you please report to the music block immediately? Zara Ajura,
What is this thing? Okay, you guys done with number 6? So write these numbers for these words. So what will it be? 25,000? 361. You all agree with that? The next one? 43 million and 78. So it's 43 million. No thousands and 78. Okay? You all agree with that? The last one? 1 million. 100,000 and 7. You all okay with that? Any confusion at this point? It says write these numbers in expanded form. Okay, so do that quickly. Expanded form. Okay. So write these numbers in expanded form. So 241. How are you going to write that in expanded form? Isn't it 2 times 100 plus 4 times 10 plus 1 times 1? Okay, that's expanded. If you're going to write it as 200 plus 40 plus 1, you're not going to get the mark. So this is expanded. Okay. The next one, number 10. 63,129. It's going to be, it will be 60 times, no, 6 times 10,000 plus 3 times 1,000 plus 1 times 100 plus 2 times 10 plus 900. Okay, you guys got it? Okay, any questions? No? Let's look at number 11. 158,995. It's 1 times 100,000 plus 5 times 10,000 plus 8 times 1,000 plus 9 times 100 plus 9 times 10 plus. Any confusion there? Do the next one. For number 12 and 13, it says write these numbers in ascending order. What does ascending order mean? Let's call it out. Smallest to biggest. Okay? So write these numbers in ascending order. Okay, so let's look at number 12 for ascending order. As we said, it's biggest to smallest. No, smallest to biggest. So it's going to be 1 followed by 13, 14, 19, 52, 63. 63. Just give me a chance. You're too fast to me. 109 yes. 309. There's 109 and 9. 309. 1029. 56,250. Any confusion here? You all okay with this? Do number 13, 15? Okay, for number 13. Ascending order, smallest number here? 47. Then? 58. Then? 59. 87. 90. 102. 102, 120. Okay? 152. 470. 890. Yes. 1025. 1025. That's it. You all agree with us? Any confusion? No. Alright, so let's look at skill 3. In skill 3, we're looking at the rounding off. Okay. You guys heard of rounding off before? Yes? Actually, all these things you should have heard of before, no? So now I want you guys to do these sums quickly. Where you come from? Music. Round off these numbers to the nearest 100 and then the next one to the nearest 10. Okay, so the first one, round of the nearest 100, what would that be? 700. So the 100 is dependent on that 5, not so the tens. And since that number is 5 or more, it's going to change that 6 to a 7. You all agree with that? That's the 100 column there, or place value. However, that it's dependent on the 4. The 4 is less than 5. So you're going to make this 600. You guys know this, no? You got the idea. This one here? 700. Next one? 600. Next one? 1000. Guys done with the next column as well? Next row? Yes? The next one is? 660. You all agree with that? Who's confused? What you? Okay, you confused. So the first row is 5. So this is the nearest 10. So that is the 10th column here. Remember that is hundreds. tens and units. Okay? So that tens is dependent on the units. If the units is 5 or more, it's going to change the 10 to 1 more. That's all? If it was less than 5, it will remain the same. So since it's an 8, is 8 more than 5? Is 8 more than 5? Yes. So is it going to change the 5? Yes. So it's going to be 660. Let's look at the next one. Again, hundreds, tens and units. So we're looking at the 9. But the 9 is dependent on the unit, which is also 9. Is that more than or equal to 5? It's more than 5. So is it going to change it? Yes. So if I'm going to make that 9 1 more, it's going to become a 10. That's all. Which will then affect the 5 and make it 8. You understand, Michael? Express, basically the same. Like later on you'll see calculate and determine. We evaluate, it all means the same. So all this different terminology will always come. Okay, so the next one will be 420. Next one? 960. Next one? Any confusion here? You all understand? Okay. So let's carry on.
Good afternoon. Can I have your attention, please? Nolatandu Moses and Tamika Swatboy.
So before you leave, I know the bell rang.
Anna Edwards, can you please report to the office? Anna Edwards, can you please report
Is that
to the
you?
office?
Why'd you open? Huh? Recording. Okay, for homework. Your homework is on page 15. Okay, you see page 15 there? You're going to do for me skills 1. Sorry, not skills 1. Skills 2. Your homework. It's going to be skills 2 and skills 3. As you can see, there's a whole number of practice there. You see, it's a bit more than what we have done. I only want you guys to do the odd numbers in skills 2 and the odd numbers in skills 3. Okay, so don't do the whole exercise. It's only the odd numbers I want you to do. And this on page 15. Enjoy the rest of your day. Good morning, class. You don't have to drag it, you just say good morning. Okay. Enjoy the rest of your day.